Good evening and welcome to the Variable Y Minute. I'm your host, the Variable Y. I thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And tonight we're going to have a show that is pretty basketball centric. So, all my basketball fans out there, I know you're going to love that. For my guys, Sean and Spoon, I know you guys, this is going to be your show. So, I got to do a little bit of a reprieve for the show last night. So I did my show last night. I think I did it around this time, maybe a little bit earlier. And last night I did this show and I was saying, and it was through the third quarter of the New Orleans San Antonio game. And I was saying, yeah, guys, I don't think they're going to let Zion Williamson do his thing tonight. I think he's just going to be they're going to put him on a minutes count and they're not going to really let him pretty much be him. And I stopped paying attention to the game. And so maybe at 11:30 I turned on Sports Center and then I saw the Zion explosion and I kicked myself right you know where because I missed probably one of the best debuts we've seen in a long time. I don't think it's hyperbole to say one of the best debuts we've seen since LeBron James way back in 2004 or three, I think. I don't think that's hyperbole. It's definitely the most anticipated debut we've seen since LeBron probably, and I don't think it's hyperbole to say one of the most hyped, and I don't think it's hyperbole to say probably one of the best. With him going off like that in the fourth quarter, if the kid can stay healthy, we see exactly what type of basketball player he is. Not only is he an athlete, he's got the basketball IQ that can make him one of the best. He does have the athleticism that can make him one of the best, but he also has the IQ. He's got the stamina. He's got the drive. He's got that motor that you want to see in all of your young players. So I think that if he gets a chance to play the game, if his body can hold up, and that's a big if because like you've heard them say, he's been injured in college, he's been injured in high school, he just got injured in the NBA preseason. So if he has a chance to actually go out there and play, then I really think the sky's the limit for this kid, and I'm actually very, very happy for him. So that was the first story in basketball. But the second story, this one is going to be a little bit homerish, so I have to apologize to you guys for this. And for all of you out there, if you're not really an Atlanta fan, if you don't really care about the Atlanta teams, if you don't really care about me talking about Atlanta stuff, then just mute the video. Don't turn it off because because I need you to keep watching, but just mute the video right now because I got to send big shouts out to our man down here in the A-Town, Mr. Trae Young, who was announced tonight as an all-star starter. Man, I can't tell you the last starter we had on the team. Oh my gosh, I think it had to have been maybe Dikembe. Maybe Dikembe back in his day. I don't think Joe Johnson was ever a starter. And of course, I'm sure Dominique would have started back. Well, I don't know. The East was loaded back when Dominique was there because you had Larry Bird and you had Kevin McHale's and you had, you may have had some guys at the point guard or the shooting guard position being in there in Dominique's position. So I don't know if Dominique even started. So this is pretty amazing. This is pretty amazing for the Atlanta Hawks. And just to give you guys a little bit of clarity on Trae Young's numbers, I got them pulled up right here in front of me because there may be some of you out there who are saying, hey, wait a minute. The Hawks are terrible. So why is Trae Young a starter in the All-Star game? And yes, the Hawks are terrible. The Hawks have been terrible all year. I know I started out saying, man, this could be the year that the Hawks do something, and they suck. But our guy, Trae Young, is not one of those Hawks who suck. He is averaging 29 points, averaging 8.6 assists, and then averaging 4.6 rebounds, shooting 37% from three, 44% from the field overall. These numbers are really, really good. They're really good for a guy in his second year. And of course, he'll always be linked to Luka Doncic because the Hawks drafted Luka, then they traded Luka, and now we got Trae Young. But you know what? I think that this right now it's hard to see how this could work out. But let's not act like the Dallas Mavericks are not in a better position. You know, they had Dirk last year, and then they traded for Porzingis. I don't think Porzingis is that good, but at least he is a bona fide NBA player. He is a former NBA All-Star. Who is Trae playing with? The only former NBA All-Star he's playing with is Vince Carter. And no offense to Vince Carter, but Vince Carter and I are about the same age. That goes to show you exactly what Trae is working with. So I say all that to say I'm very proud to see an Atlanta Hawk start in the freaking All-Star game. Like, finally, the A-Town is getting some respect, and I love it. So excuse me, I said respect, but you know what I meant to say. I meant finally the A's getting some respect on their name. So y'all get it. So, on the 16th, I'm going to be watching the All-Star game. I hope you guys are too, because I do love the All-Star game. I know some people like to downgrade the All-Star game, but it is an exhibition. And if you look at it as an exhibition, not as a real game with real stakes, then you can enjoy it like I enjoy it. But we'll get into that. I mean, we got almost a whole month until the All-Star game is here, so we'll get into that. But I did want to send a big shout out to our guy down here. Peace up, A-Town down, Trae Young. Very happy for you, brother. Glad that you are out there representing the Hawks the way you're supposed to represent as a starter in an All-Star game. Very, very proud of you. Very, very proud to see that you rep Atlanta like you do. So, like I said, guys, this is just a quick video, just getting out here, just saying how proud I am of Trae Young, how disappointed I am in myself for missing that Zion explosion. And trust me, the next time he plays, if it's on TV, I will be there front and center. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Of course, you can always catch me on YouTube. If you go to the Variable Y Minute, please like, share, and subscribe and follow. I'll give you a follow back if you would like on YouTube, or you can catch me on Instagram at at Variable Y, just Variable Y, not the Variable. I'll follow you back on there too if you follow me. And then on Instagram, it's the Variable. Same thing on there, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Variable Y signing out. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do something a little fun, a little off the beaten path, which is one of my favorite nights to do the show, because we can just bring up just about anything. And I will bring up just about anything, whatever comes to my mind. But as for tonight, like I said, I'm going to sign off, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.